This is 5 British cartoons from the 1980s that you forgot existed. My name's Anthony Robin, you can call me Tony, and I'm taking you back to 80s Britain to remind you of 5 cartoons that you forgot existed. And if you do remember them all, you can comment below that you are a true-born Brit of the 1980s. Penny Crayon. If you were the arty kid in school, you loved Penny Crayon. Not only could Penny draw anything she liked, but her drawings would magically come to life. The show was always fast-paced fun, with Penny's magical drawings always causing as many problems as they solved. Along with her bumbling sidekick Dennis, Penny stood up against bullies, robbers and overbearing authority figures of all kinds. Penny was voiced by famous sitcom actress Sue Pollard. Sue's distinctive accent and strong performance helped to define Penny's strong and memorable character. The last of Peter Maddox's 1980s cartoons, Penny Crayon was simply drawn, but wonderful, brightly coloured fun. Penny Crayon is not currently available to view on streaming sites. It did have a VHS release, and a DVD of 4 episodes is still available, and all episodes of Penny Crayon can currently be found on YouTube. The Trapdoor. Probably the most famous of today's shows, The Trapdoor was monstrously good claymation fun. Our hero Burke is the underpaid servant of the thing upstairs, and despite the warning in the theme song, every episode they end up opening the trapdoor. Each week a new terrifying creature from the minds of CMBT Animation would terrorise Burke and his friends. Along with Drut and Boney, Burke would have to defeat whatever creature had come up from the trapdoor and make sure he still had the thing upstairs tea ready on time. Horror for kids would never again be as fun as this 1986 claymation classic. The show is currently available to view on Amazon Prime, and the full series has been released on both VHS and DVD. Tube Mice. The mice of the underground have their own little world amongst the feet of London's commuters in this forgotten 1988 cartoon classic. Bubble and Squeak and all their friends keep the mouse code and furnish their tiny world with our thrown away rubbish. But every week, Vernon and Toaster have some plot or scheme to cheat their way to riches, or at least a free meal. And so it's up to Bubble and Squeak to keep Vernon and Toaster out of trouble. Tube Mice featured the voices of Dennis Waterman and George Cole, who were famous for appearing in Minder at the time. The Tube Mice has a very distinct art style, featuring both urban fashions and graffiti lettering. It also has some of the most interesting and surreal backgrounds from television at this time. Tube Mice was one of Honeycomb Animation's first projects. Unfortunately, many of the episodes of this show are no longer available and considered lost media. This show is not available to view on any streaming sites. A couple of VHS tapes were released, but there was never a DVD release of this show. 16 of the original 26 episodes were released on VHS, and these have been uploaded to YouTube. That's 3 shows down. How many have you remembered so far? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more great reviews and retrospectives of content from the 80s and 90s. The Family Ness. 2 Scottish siblings earn the trust of the monsters of Loch Ness when they rescue a monster stuck in the mud. And now they can summon up help from the Nessies by blowing their thistle whistles. Angus and Elspeth McToot have many adventures with the Family Ness in this, the first of Peter Maddox's 1980s cartoons. The adventures are bright and colourful, as Angus and Elspeth meet many members of the Family Ness and help to keep them hidden from the monster hunter, Professor Dunkoff. The show had 2 theme songs, both of which are absolute earworms, and the closing theme, Nessie in a Zoo, was even released as a UK single. The Family Ness is not available to view on any streaming service. It did have a complete VHS release, and 16 of 25 episodes are available on DVD. Many episodes of Family Ness can also be found on YouTube. Stop It and Tidy Up. In the land of Do As You're Told, Tidy Up lives in his lovely garden, and his best friend Stop It lives in the nearby rubbish dump. All of the creatures in the land of Do As You're Told are named after phrases that impatient parents would say to very small children. And every episode, Stop It and Tidy Up have an adventure with one of their friends. There's the 2 B's, Be Quiet and Behave, and the perpetually untidy Wash Your Face and Comb Your Hair. And of course everyone's afraid of the big, bad I said no. This incredibly imaginative cartoon is the lesser known offering from CMBT Animation, who also did The Trapdoor. The distinctive cutout animation style gave the show a very unique feel, and they also had narration by the famous radio and TV presenter Terry Wogan. Stop It and Tidy Up is not currently available on streaming services. It did have a VHS and DVD release, and episodes of the show can be found on YouTube. So those were 5 British cartoons from the 1980s that you forgot existed. How many of them have you remembered? And if you're hungry for more detail about any of the shows mentioned in today's video, I have deep dives on all these shows available on my channel. Go and check them out. And when you get there, tell them Tony sent ya. Bye-bye.